Let's make another couple of examples regarding constant functions. Like I said in the previous video, it doesn't matter what the value of this right here is on the right side of the equal is. It's always going to remain the same constant horizontal line. Okay? It's like you're asking the question. You know, you have to think mathematically. What do you want the value of y to be? 8 in the past example. Well, let's do a couple of different examples. This is going to be example number 1, and this is going to be example number 2. Let's say we have something like y equals minus 4. Right? Again, no variables, just a number, and the number belongs to the real numbers, right? So again, if we graph this, y and x, all we have to do is count minus 4 downwards in the y-axis. 1, 2, 3, minus 4. There we are. So again, you ask the function, what do you want the value to be of y? Well, minus 4. Well, what happens if x is 0? It doesn't matter. I don't have any variables. The value is minus 4. What happens if x is minus 10? Doesn't matter. Minus 4. What happens if x is 17? Doesn't matter. Minus 4. So again, it's a straight line. Parallel to the x-axis. Okay? Always a straight line. This is y equals minus 4. No variables, just a constant. Third example. It's not going to be particularly a function, but it has to be something that I have to mention because it's going to be important for further videos. What happens when you don't have y equals k, meaning y equals a constant, but what happens if you have, say, something like x equals k? And again, k belongs to the real numbers. Let's happen something like x equals 2. Well, what's going on in that case? There's no y, right? But this is not a function, right? It's technically not a function. Well, it isn't. Now here's the thing. In this case, the x is going to be always 2. Y doesn't exist. So what we do is that we go to the xy axis and we count 1 and 2. And what do you think the graph of this is going to be? It's not going to be a horizontal line because it's matching on the x-axis. Alright? It's going to be a vertical line. It doesn't matter what the value of y is. In this case, x is always going to be 2. X is always going to be 2. So it's a vertical line. And there you go. It's also a constant, but it's not particularly a function because there's no y. But it's a straight, well, not quite. Now it is a little bit more. Straight line all the way, vertical, parallel to the y-axis. So again, as you can see, constants are very important in the xy axis because they help you understand the kind of straight line we have, whether if it's horizontal, y equals k, or vertical, x equals k.